Next, the other concept, microprogramming. What is meant by microprogramming means it is a process of writing microcode for a microprocessor. First of all, what is meant by microprocessor? A microprocessor is nothing but CPU on a chip. As we are discussing about the evolution of a computer, in first generation vacuum tube, second generation transistor, third generation small scale integrated circuits. Now we are using fourth generation VLSI, very large scale integrated circuits. Here in the single chip you can get the entire processor. So if you observe, the processor size will be this much, not the entire dabba. మనకు కనపడే డబ్బా అంత ప్రాసెసర్ కదమ్మా, లోపల ఎంత ప్రాసెసర్ ఉంది మీకు ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు, నాకు తెలిసి అంత ఫెమిలియరే. ఆ ప్రాసెసర్ అంతా కూడా ఒక సింగిల్ సిలికాన్ చిప్, ఒక గ్రీన్ కలర్ బోర్డు మీద వస్తుంది. దట్ ఈస్ a single silicon chip. Okay, back side కనపడుతుంది. So what is meant by processor means CPU on a chip is called as a microprocessor. Here only the processor will be present in that particular chip. Okay, the rest of the components are going to be fabricated externally. That means in a single silicon chip you are having only a microprocessor, but for a computer we need, along with the processor, we need input devices, output devices, memory, analog to digital converters, digital to analog converters, timers, counters. These all are not present in a single chip. Okay, for a CPU we'll get only a processor in a chip. Rest of the components are going to be fabricated externally. That means they are going to be connected externally. That is the definition of a microprocessor. Okay, so microprogramming means what? Writing a microcode for a microprocessor. That means you are writing a code for a microprocessor. It will be referred as microprogramming. Okay, so how should it looks? The microprogramming should looks means it should be a low level code. What is meant by low level language means it should be a binary code that it is a low level in the sense binary language. Binary language means machine language. Okay, so it is in the form of zeros and ones. So microcode is a low level code that it defines. That means the code what we have written, it should define how a microprocessor should function when it executes the machine level instructions. What are mean by machine level instructions? The instructions that are written in the binary form. That means 100101. Instead of writing MOV, ADD like that, they will write in the form of binaries directly in the binary code, so that the computer can understand very easily. Okay, so what is meant by this microcode is this is a particular code which helps, or in this code there is a definition for every machine level instruction. That means whatever that is written in the machine level format, for every machine level instruction there will be a definition in this microcode. That means if I write 101101, there is a certain meaning for writing 101001. Okay, that definition is provided in this microcode. Okay, if I write 11010, there may be some definition. That means these are the code languages. Okay, so in order to know analysis the code language, you should have code dictionary. Okay, isn't it or not? Without having that dictionary, you don't know what is the proper meaning of that particular code. Okay, మనం ఇక్కడ అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే మనకి ఇక్కడ కేరళలో టెంపుల్ ఉందమ్మా, ఏది మన అనంత పద్మనాభ స్వామి టెంపుల్. ఓకే, అక్కడ అన్ని గేట్స్ ఓపెన్ చేశారు, బంగారపు నిధి దొరికింది అని ఒక గేట్ వచ్చేటప్పుడు ఏమైంది, ఆగబంధం ఉంది అని చెప్పేసి ఆపేశారు. ఓకే, అక్కడ ఎందుకు ఓపెన్ చేయట్లేదంటే అది ఓపెన్ చేయాలంటే నాగబంధం తెలియాలంట. ఓకే, వెదర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ how far it is true or not, I don't know, but ఎక్కువ మంది చెప్తున్నారు కాబట్టి అక్కడ నాగబంధనం ఉంది కాబట్టి ఆ నాగబంధనం తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు ఓపెన్ చేస్తేనే కుదిరిద్ది, లేదంటే కుదరదు అని చెప్తున్నారు. ఎక్కడ కూడా అంతే. ఆ నాగబంధనం ఎలా తెలిసింది అంటే దానికి వాడు ఏదో అక్కడ సింబల్స్ పెట్టుంటాడు, దాని గురించి తెలిసిన వాడికే తెలిసింది. సో వన్ షుడ్ బి అవేర్ ఆఫ్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ ద సైన్స్ దట్ ఆర్ ప్రెసెంట్ ఓవర్ దేర్. హియర్ ఆల్సో ద సేమ్ థింగ్. ఈ మైక్రో కోడ్ అనేది ఒక డిక్షనరీ లాంటిది. whenever I write any machine level language, okay, so what is the meaning of doing that particular code? What I have to do if I write some particular code that will be written in this micro code. Okay, అంటే ఏం లేదు ఇప్పుడు ఎంఓబి అనే ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ రాసా మన డేటా మూవ్ చేయాలి. If I read some ADD instruction, so what is the meaning of that ADD instruction? The microprocessor has to perform some addition. So that is the definition of ADD instruction. This will be written somewhere in a dictionary. Just like that, if I write any programs, instead of writing ADD, which is a high level language where you are using English, instead of using that high level language, if I write 11010111 something, some sequence of zeros and ones, which is a low level language or binary language, which a computer can easily understand. Okay, so there should be a definition for the each and every sequence of numbers what I have written. Those will be written in the microcode. Okay, so that is a micro programming. Process of writing a microcode for